The time is 9:38 p.m. Good evening. The news headline. Breaking news. Tension everywhere as APC splits into three factions. APC has split into three factions in Enugu. News Online reports that the crisis rocking the All Progressive Congress APC in Enugu State took the turn for the worst on Saturday with the emergence of a third faction of the party. Few weeks back, there was little indication that the warring chieftains of the party had mended fences and were ready to work together. However, the peace pact crumbled during the World Congress of the party, leading to two parallel executives in most of the wards. While the party was still contending with that, it has split further into three factions, an aftermath of the local government congress held today, Saturday. It was gathered that while one faction is loyal to the State Caretaker Committee Chairman, Dr. Ben Nwoye, another group is with Senator Ken Nnamani, while the third faction is loyal to Foreign Affairs Minister Geoffrey Onyema. Nnamani and former Governor Sullivan Chaim are said to be in one camp, while Nwoye and most of the foundation members of the party, including Mr. Osita Okechukwu, Barrister Oke Eze, Emperor Bewood Ibe, among others, are together. In Udi local government, for instance, the local government congress produced Felix Okafor, Osita Okechukwu faction Onyeka Onwabisi Minister Onyema's faction, and Nyansis Abala Chimes faction. The story is said to be almost the same in all the 17 local government areas of the state. And this is the news in full. The news analysis now. We have actually been hearing the rumors for quite some times that APC would actually break up because of the internal crisis going on within them, and that if not for the respect that the APC actually have for Buhari, it will have crumbled by now. That there is nothing more like APC, and what the APC are still holding on to, or why the APC are still together, is because they actually still have some little respect for Buhari because he's from the APC. And this is somebody actually addressing the issue that they need to quickly deal with the internal crisis going on in the APC before it goes wrong. And in Enugu, it was noted of recent that they have splitted into three factions, and the report says that the crisis have actually rocked the All Progressive Congress, and it has turned for the worst on Saturday with the emergence of a third faction of the party. Initially there were two, and now they have actually turned to three. So a few weeks back, there was a little indication that the warring chieftains of the party had mended fences and were ready to work together. After there was a faction, as at that time there were two factions, and there were some deliberations between them that they should work together and come back together, which surfaced on the media news that these factions are ready to come back to work for the betterment of the APC as regards their local government election and many other things going on in the states. However, the peace has actually crumbled during the World Congress of the party, leading to two parallel executives in most of the wards. Now, while the party was contending with that, it has further splitted again into three factions, and an aftermath of the local government congress that held on Saturday. And the people that actually gathered, that one faction was actually loyal to the State Caretaker Committee Chairman, who by name is Dr. Ben Nwoye. So that is the first faction, and the other faction now is the one of Senator Ken Nnamani. And while the third faction is loyal to the Foreign Minister's Affairs, Geoffrey Onyema. And in Udi local government, for instance, the local government congress produced Felix Okafor. Then that is the first faction. Now they produced their own local government chairman, and the local government their congress produced Felix Okafor. Then another faction produced Osita Okechukwu, that is the faction of Onyeka Onwabisi, the minister. And Onyema's faction and Yansit Abala, they choose that one went for the Chimes faction. And in all the 17 local government areas of Enugu State, this has actually been the case. And if care is not taken, just like it has been foreseen, the 2023 election might be lost by the APC if this continues to go on in the All Progressive Congress Party. We remember that some time ago, Okorocha, who happens to be the former governor of Imo State, had actually said that APC is still surviving because of the respect the party stalwarts have for President Muhammadu Buhari. Where he said that that unless the party goes back to the 4 pillars that formed the All Progressive Congress, namely the Action Congress of Nigeria, the Congress for Progressive Change (CPC), and All Progressive Grand Alliance (APGA), and All Nigerian People Party (the AN People), that the party will continue to struggle. The senator lauded the APC, but saying that if the APC does not right the wrongs done by their administration, that the party will actually continue to grope in the dark, saying that there is nothing like APC again, that what we have is the respect for President Muhammadu Buhari, and that is why we are keeping together. That what we have is still our respect for the person of Buhari, and we still believe that something can be done. That the trust and respect is what we still call APC. That outside that respect for President Buhari and the trust and belief that he could wake up one day and correct all the injustices and make it fine, that nothing is actually happening. And that's the only thing that is keeping the APC. If not that he doesn't think there is anything like APC, because people are beginning to get fed up. Again, PDP is not even better. The party has its own challenges. That was Okorocha actually speaking, then saying while recalling the formative years of the APC. He explained that the CPC was led by Buhari and ACN led by Ahmed Tinubu, ANPP headed by Ogbonnaya Onu, while APGA led by him. And all these things brought the structure of the APC. And it seems that what he actually said then about the party not being together, that the party you call APC, and unless we go back to where it all started, APC can never see the light of the day. And that was how we started, and that was what brought President Buhari to office. He noted that. He said that we share the first positions equally among the 4 parties. Now, the founding fathers of the party are relegated to the background, and people are coming with different interests, making us play the same kind of politics the APC played. So, and Okorocha insisted that the major criterion for who to govern Nigeria after Buhari should be the person's capacity and not necessarily where the person comes from, saying that those who have nothing to offer should stay away from showing interest. He said that injustice comes into a matter the center can no longer hold, and that's the problem of the party. I forewarned about what is happening today in our party, and it means that we don't have APC in the South. That is a bad sign. So we hope that the factions again in Enugu will not cost them a lot in 2023. The time is 9:47 p.m. Good evening.